Session B is compulsory, and then session C is 2 questions, you choose one. Is that okay? Now, session A has to do with a theory of everything we have done. Everything we have done. Session B is a bonus question to you people. It's my gift to you. So session B is a reconciliation, a simple reconciliation. In fact, we have even done it in class. Is that okay?
Okay, right.
And then the section C is a practical question that has to do, it's 2. The first one has to do with the journal ledger entries. It's testing you on ledger entries from the ledgers to the extraction of trial balance. Where you post transactions, we've done an example of it. You post a transaction into the various accounts. Then when you finish, you balance all the accounts and send the balance to the trial balance. It tests your knowledge on transactions and then the entries, the debit and credit. That's what it was meant for. And the session C number 2 is a financial statement question. It requires you to prepare statement of financial performance, that is a trading profit and loss account, and then a balance sheet, statement of financial position. That one tests your ability to understand a sole proprietor's profit and loss account, and for you to be able to prepare it and then extract the balance sheet. Now, what your cost outline has outlined is covered in the whole question. It has tested your knowledge in the whole area of your cost outline. There is nothing left out. And so you needed to read what you were taught during the class hours. Is that okay? More importantly, the examples that we solved in class, and if I have given some assignment, you look at it well. Or if you have written any quiz or exam with me, you look at it well. Is that okay? Now,
yes,
the last question we were solving in the last class we had, I noticed the time was short, so we ran through it, and it appears most of you do not understand. And so I would want to take you people through it so that it can prepare you for the financial statement one. But when you look at everything we did, if you study it well, you are sure of having a good pass. Now, what you people did in the midterm, it was not encouraging. It was not encouraging at all. The same paper was sent to another class and they did better. So you may want to read within this 1 week to the exam. Is that okay? Good. If my voice is clear, then I want us to look at this example that we looked at the last time. I want us to look at it. Is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, please.
Okay. So you remember that we had something like this. We had a question like this. Now, that is activity 7.11. There are some few things, techniques over here that you needed to know. You see, these account balances were not put in a trial balance, but it was given to us. And so one of the things you have to know is bear in mind the type of accounts and their balances. So for instance, capital is a credit balance, purchases, debit balance, sales is a credit balance. That is not what the question is about, but the question is asking us to actually prepare trading profit and loss account for the year ended 31st December 2016, and then a balance sheet. Have you seen that? Now, let me take you through this. Let me take you through it. When we finish, I advise you go through all the things that we solve in class and share the workbook with you on WhatsApp, from the ledgers to the bank reconciliation statement, the adjusted cash flow, and then the one we are coming to do, we did it on the board. Have you seen that? So let's see what we can do. I want to take a workbook, then we use it. So, Abraham, I needed one of you to read the question and pay attention to it as much as you can, each one of you. How do I close this thing? All right. So you take it from here, Santo Enterprise. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So if all of you have it, just read through. There might not be a need for somebody to read it. I just want you to read through.
Okay.
Just read through it to the end. And then if
Okay.
we are doing it, you know what we are doing.
All right.
This question is coming like nothing will be changed. It will just be like that.
Okay, sir.
Uh-huh. So it doesn't say that the reverend has not been fair to you. The baby madam, are you there? So what we say is that when you read the question, when you see a question like this, read through the question and see what is the name of the company. This one, the name of the company is Santo Enterprise. So you put it there. You don't put this thing, you lose a mark. Now, so you put the Santo Enterprise, then you come and see the requirement. What is it requiring? It says, prepare the following financial statement for Santo Enterprise. A, trading profit and loss account for the year ended 31st December. If you can't know anything at all, you can copy this one as it is. You just copy it and paste. In the name of the
Okay,
account message you prepare. So if you can't know anything at all, just copy it and paste. Maybe if you are pasting, you paste in caps. Trading profit and loss account for the year ended 31st December. Yes. Now, if you state it wrongly, then you can't get a mark for it. But if you state it correctly, then you have a mark for it. Then after determine the currency or the transaction. In this case, is Ghana cedi. And then, so you put the Ghana cedi. Are you following?
yes, please.
Put the Ghana cedi.
Yes.
Because you don't know whether there will be some adjustments, you give 3 spaces. At least the 3 spaces in now. Now, how do you start the trading profit and loss account? The first thing is you know your sales. So you bring the sales. And what is the sales figure? What is the sales figure? We have done this in class before. I'm just trying to help so that you can. It's not. Oh, this is not a question. That's fine. It's 1.1. Okay, is this one? This is what we are doing. Everybody has this thing. So this is the sales. When you get this, one of the things that can help you, take your ruler and draw a line. Draw a line to match each of the figures. If not, you pick one that does not belong to some. I noticed when we were trying it the last time, the ones you gave, some we pick wrong figures. So the sales is what? This is the sales. Put together. Now, after the sales, What else affects the sales? Is when there is a return. And then you ask yourself, what type of return? You sell to people. Which return will affect it? Is the return inward? So you less return inwards. Okay?
Okay.
Are you together?
Yes, please. Okay.
Sorry, this is carried. Sales, you less return inward. This is the return inward. And that will give you, you subtract the return inwards from the sales because you have made a sale and the person said the thing is not good for him, so he's bringing back what was not good for him. So it gives us the net sales. Okay. Now, after I'm getting net sales, the next thing is that we less cost of sales. And how do we calculate cost of sales? We say opening stock. Is someone asking a question?
No, sir.
So the opening stock, we have opening stock in the trial balance in the question, which is here. So it's the way they stated it there, you also state it. It's a stock. Then they give a date. The date tells you that 1st January. Okay? 1st January 2016. That is the date. And so this is the stock figure. So you put it here because you'll be doing adjustment to it. Then you add purchases. You add purchases. Someone asks, why are we doing like this? If you follow the format at the top, the format we gave for preparing trading profit and loss account, it's already there. So it's up to you to look at it and it will give you what to do at any time. If the thing is not there, it's not there. If it is there, you bring it. You see this one. If you study this carefully, sorry, I think this one, yes. If you study this carefully, you see the sales. You bring less sales return. That is the same as return your, then you get your net sale. Then cost of sales is opening inventory. It's the same as what we are having there as stock at the beginning, January, which is this. Then you add purchases, you add carriage and less return. Now you get it. So if you don't know what to do, look at this thing and learn, follow how it follows each other. Okay. Good. I think we can continue.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Is someone having difficulty so far? Is someone having difficulty so far? Hello.
Yes, I said, please, we can hear from you.
So we are following. Sir.
We are following, sir.
Okay, good. So this is the purchases figure. And so we bring our purchases because we will be doing adjustment to the purchases. Then we purchase and then we add carriage. Carriage inwards. Okay. Carriage inward is the amount you spend in bringing the thing to your shop. So if you are looking for the cost of the thing, you have to add it. So when you add it, each time you are making add or subtraction, draw a line under it. This one is because I'm using the workbook. I don't want to, before I can bring it, I have to bring it in full. So like for instance, this should be underlined. This one should also be underlined. Okay. This is equal to this plus this. Now after this,
Hello, sir.
I think the voice is lost, and then he'll get back.
All right. Maybe he's disconnected. Maybe you should check on him.
I think maybe he's having a problem with his network, so he has disconnected to connect back.
No, okay.
Yeah.
remember,
Yes, Rev.
since this thing cut off,
Your
my link cut off,
yes.
but I think I've just reconnected.
Yeah. I think where you are to the network there is very bad there. So
Constantly, so good.
yeah.
Okay,
But
you can see the. Okay,
yeah, we
so you can see what we are doing.
yes, please.
Okay, I think we need to. We need to. All right. Okay, so this is less return outwards. Okay. That is giving us this. Giving us this. So you add the two, this plus this will give us this. And this is what we call cost of goods, cost of goods available for sale. Cost of goods available for sale. Now, you now less your closing stock, less the stock at close is normally in the note. In this case, it's here. Stock in trade on December 31st. December 31st is the end of the year. So this is the stock we are giving. So less stock December 31st, 1960. And how much is that? 29,400. Once you get something wrong, it will affect everything. That's one thing about accounting. So this is 29,400 is this figure we are talking about. Okay. So let's it.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, please, I can see that the Ghana CD is in a group.
It's what?
The Ghana CD is in 3 columns.
Yes.
Okay. So, sir, please, with these 3 columns, how can we know that this one is the credit and then this one is the debit? And
So
then
when you are preparing this one, you don't have anything here called credit or debit. This is financial statement. So in the financial statement, there is nothing like credit or debit. If it is ledgers, then you know the one in the left side is the debit, and the one in the right side is the credit. You understand?
okay, sir. So,
But when
sir,
you are
please.
preparing accounts, there's nothing like credit or debit. The figures in the trial balance are giving you information. And just that you are trying to say, you put the CD sign here to show that these figures you are putting here, they are in CDs. So this is the cost of sale. This figure is the cost of sale. Okay. So this figure should even come to this. So this is the cost of sale. And then when you take the cost of sale from the sales, it will give you what we call gross profit. So this figure gives us our gross. Do we understand up to this level? Up to the gross profit level, do we understand? Is somebody having problem with this? up to this level, from the net sales up to gross profit. This is what we call the trading account. Are we all okay with it?
No, sir.
Sorry.
Okay, so please, my problem is, why is it that it's being grouped into 3 columns?
Please talk a bit louder.
So, the reason why it is being grouped into 3 columns.
Yes. I've explained this thing several times, even in class. I told you the sales has its adjustment. And then any other thing that will be adjusted, you do it and send the total to the place. You understand?
Okay, sir.
So this side is dealing with the sales. And this side is the closing stock. But this side is dealing with the purchases that will be adjusted with the carriage inwards and then the return outwards. Do you understand? And so the
Okay.
total came under this one to give us cost of goods available for sales. And then we less the closing stock. And it will give us the cost of sales. So we subtract the cost of sales from the net sales to give us the gross profit. If you put all under one line, it will not look nice. It will not be presentable. It will not even make meaning. Okay. Now, after getting your gross profit, sorry. Is the person asking a question?
No, sir. Sir, please, I think we can proceed.
Okay. So after getting a gross profit, what you do now is you less your rate. Sorry. After getting the gross profit, go through the question and see whether there is any income that is not in trading. So we call that, you say add other income. Because this side, the gross profit become an income. So you want to find out whether there is any income. So you add all other income to the gross profit before you subtract all expenses from it. So let's come and see whether there is any income. Whether there's any income. You see, when we look at it from the top, all these things, there's no income to, there's no income in any of them. No income. But when we come down here, we saw discount receipt. It was a discount they have given us. So it's like an income. It's a discount they have given us, so it's like an income. So you add it to gross profit. Okay? And then when you add it, we'll get our net income. So this will be equal to this plus this. It gives us this. Okay. Now, because of the adjustment that we will be having here, there is something, you see, they're giving us provision for doubtful debt remains at 8% of debtors. Provision for doubtful debt to remain at 8% of debtors. Meanwhile, when you come into the question, they had already charged provision for doubtful debt 13,000. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So what do we do? They have already charged provision for 13,000, but they are now telling us that that provision should remain at 8%. So what we need to do is that we look for the debtors figure and then calculate the 8% and compare it with what has already been charged. If it is higher, if the 8% is higher, then it is an increase in provision. Where there is an increase in provision, you charge it like expense. But where there is a reduction in provision, you add it like a revenue. Do you understand?
Okay.
Now, this is what it means. First, let's calculate it first. So we were told that provision for doubtful debt to remain at 8% of debtors. What is the debtors figure? You come here, you see trade debtors is this figure. This is trade debtors. Let's do some rough work here. If this is debtors, and we were told that this is debtors, those who were owing us, and we're told that the provision, we should make provision that they will not pay. So we have, if they won't pay, then we have to charge it against our profit. And then they said we should make a provision of 8%. So provision of what? 8%. Is that not it? So 8% of this figure is this. You calculate 8% of it. This times 8% will give you this figure. So the figure is 6144. Now, they have already charged 13,000, 13,000 against the profit and loss already. That is why it is showing here, provision showing here. Now they are telling us that this 13,000 should not be 13,000, rather it should remain at this. So if they say it should remain at this, what does that mean? It means, let's find the difference of it. This minus this. It means that we have overcharged the provision by this figure. 6856. So in other words, it means that the provision has reduced by this figure, 6856. Now, when it's reduced, it means that we are going to get this amount back. We are going to collect it back from the debtors. And so it's a profit to us. So we come here and say that add decrease in provision. See that the provision has reduced. I should have typed this in small letters. So you add decrease in provision, which is the difference between what we calculated and then the old one. And that is 6856. You get it? Mm-hmm. So okay, so we need to have added it before we make the total. Even if you make the total, you can still bring it. It will not spoil anything. It will give you the same figure. But once you have been able to read the question, it is easy for you to know that you have to leave a space to get that one there. Okay, so this is our gross profit. We add other income. Oh. Trying to let my teams follow or allow me. Since I've jumped one line inside. This is for the provision. This one is the discount receipt. You remember we brought a discount receipt. This figure is the discount receipt, and this one is the provision. So you add it to this one, and to give us, this will be this plus this plus this. So this will give us the total income. Our total income. Okay, this figure. Then you now less expenses or operational expenses. So now let's go back and see what are our operational expenses. So if you just jump to pick it one by one, you can easily forget some. So it is advisable, come to the top and look at it. Sales, we have used it. Carriage, we have used it. Premises at cost, we haven't used it yet, but this is fixed asset. Equipment at cost, fixed asset. This is debtors. Bank overdraft is liability, this liability. Then salaries and wages. Salaries and wages. So the first expense that you can see is this. Salaries and wages. And how much is it? Because these two, so you put it here. Don't come and put it this under. You add the total and then send it. If there's an adjustment, you put it here before you do the adjustment to it. Now, salaries and wages. And then we were told that okay, the next expense is electricity. Yes, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then electricity is that's the value of the electricity. The next expense is general expenses. General expenses. Now look at something. When you see the note here, it says that general expenses owing total this. So we know this is the general expense. We drop it here because there's something about it. The additional owing, or when you say owing, I explained the owing to you the last time. Owing means you are still owing, you haven't paid. And the accrual says that you charge everything that you have spent against what you have earned. So you can say general expense owing or standing. Then you add the two. This plus this. So this will be the figure you put in. Good. Now let's come back. Rent, we have rent. Come with your rent. This one is the same we have. It's a rough work we have done, but we may need it. So let's come and place it somewhere. So rent, the rent figure is how much? 43,000. Okay. Rent figure is 43,000. But we were told that the rent prepaid is also this. And I told you when you say something is prepaid, it means you pay in advance. Prepaid. It means you pay in advance. So that one too, you subtract it from it. Because we did not actually spend that for that year. It is the coming year that we'll be spending it. So we subtract it from it. So this one is equal to this amount minus this amount. This are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This one is outstanding, so we add. This one is prepaid, so we subtract. Okay. Let's go back and see whether we still have some expense. Rent, the venture, inward, we have treated this thing. So let's go into the note again and see. The continuation of this note says that depreciation is to be provided as follows. Premises 12.5 on cost. Equipment 10% on cost. So what they are saying is that depreciation, we should charge depreciation. I explained what depreciation means to you last. And the depreciation we have two. The first one says what? Premises. And then the second one says what? Equipment. Now, premises is 12.5% on cost. So let's come to the question. This is premises. And the cost of premises is what?
215,000.
So let's go and do some calculation. You do some rough work. 200 and this, they said depreciation is 12.5%. So that you want to calculate it is equal to this figure times 12.5% to give you this. So the depreciation charge for premises is this figure. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
26875. That's the depreciation to be charged for the premises. Now, what about equipment? This is the cost of equipment. The cost of equipment is 19,000, and we're told 10%. Depreciation is 10%. Yes.
Okay, sir. That's it.
So the depreciation is 10%. 10% of this is what? This 10%. Ideally, if you are calculating 10% or something, just subtract 10 from it, then you get the answer. 1,9,800. Are we together? So total depreciation, you bring it here. Of course, this plus this one. So this is our total depreciation. Are we together? Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. We are
I
together.
hope you are following. So we check whether you are sure all the expenses have been treated over here. If you are sure, then you come and add it. You add it, and then you bring it here. So this is equal to this plus this plus this plus this plus the depreciation. It will give us this figure. So these are the total expenditure. So subtract the total expenditure from your total revenue, and it will give you net operating income. So you get your net profit or net operating income. So we call it net profit. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
And that is the end of the trading profit and loss account. Now, when you finish your trading profit and loss account like this, then you are left to do the balance sheet. Do your balance sheet. That is the second requirement. So the A part of the question we have finished. Now, let's see the B part. The B part says prepare a balance sheet as of December this. You see, in accounting, we don't use as of, we use as at. So this one, I don't say you should copy it. So remember, it's as at, balance sheet as at. It's not as of. So even if you are copying, remember that I told you it's as of. Then the balance sheet, let's do the balance sheet at the side, which is the B part of the question. This is B. Okay. Now, the balance sheet, we also create, for the asset side, we create 3 columns for it. 3 columns. Because 3 pages. And non-current, we call it non-current assets. Non-current assets are also called fixed assets. Got it? Good. Then this place is the cost of the asset. The cost. And this place is the depreciation, or what we call accumulated depreciation. And then this place will be the net value, net book value. And so the first asset we have in this question is what? Premises. Premises is the asset. You put it here. The second one is what? Equipment. You put it here. Now, what is the cost? The cost of the premises is this one. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the cost of the equipment to this one. Now, to see whether there is some fixed asset again. There is no fixed asset. Then come here and see whether they have bought some fixed asset that we need to add. They haven't bought any fixed asset. But they told us here that they should be depreciated by this, which we did. So let's go and pick the depreciation. Let's go and pick the depreciation. The depreciation we calculated is here. Premises is this, and then this one is this. Is that it? You remember?
Yes, sir.
So we bring the depreciation we calculated to that side. The equipment 1, 2, we bring it 10%. Now, after bringing it, now you want to get the net book value of the asset is the cost minus the depreciation. The cost minus depreciation. Then this is the net book value of the asset. Now you add the totals. This is what we are interested in, this one. The net book value is what we are more interested in. So adding it, we can close these two and leave one. When you draw two double line under it, means you have closed it. Then we leave this one. Then the next thing that we need to bring is what? Current asset. The first current asset is the stock. The stock at close. Okay? Stock at the first December 2016. And how much is it? How much is that stock? This one. That's the stock. Hmm?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So we put our stock. What's next? The debtors. In the question, in the heading, it calls it trade debtors. This one. That is our current asset. And how much is it? This figure.
76,800.
76,000. Good. So you remember that 76,000. Now you remember that we were told that there should be a provision for this one. So you less provision of 8%. You remember?
Yeah.
We calculated it somewhere. And I said we'll be using it again. Mm-hmm. So the 8% is this figure. So this is the provision itself, the true provision, which is 6144. Okay, so you less the provision. Less provision out of project. And that figure is what we calculated there as 6144. Even if you forget, you just calculate it again. It's 8%. 6144. Okay, so we subtract it from this one. Subtract it from this one. It gives you what? Is minus this. It gives us this. So we move on. What is the next thing? Next, bank overdraft. What is an overdraft? It's a liability. We can't bring it there. So let's see whether there's a cash balance. Yes, we have cash in hands. We have cash in hand. Which is an asset. It's 13,400. Okay. So we bring it here. Any other thing? Any other thing? Yes. We have prepayments. When we make prepayment of this, it's our money that is there. So it's also our current asset, this prepayment, rent prepayment. In case we decide to collect the money, we won't go into the building again. It's our current asset. Is that okay? So rent, prepaid is there. Okay. Any other thing? I think we have exhausted the current assets. There's nothing here again for current assets. We deal with stock. Finish. So no current assets. So you can add them. Equals this. Oh no. What we want to do is so this is the total current assets. Now you come to current liability. The current liability, you less it. Let's add this to give us our total asset. Okay. Total. So that will not forget. Total asset is there. This asset plus current asset is the total. If I want to do it, I have to go here again. Just delay. So this is our total asset. Let me bolden it for you. Then current liability. So let's go back to the question. Now, what are the liability? The first liability is trade creditors. Okay. This one. What is that? What is that?
64,820.
They put there. We also saw it's an overdraft. Overdraft means you overdrawn your account. It's like taking loan from the bank. Gosh. And that is how much?
63,500.
And then we come to the notes. Over here, we were owing general expenses. So it's also a liability on us. How much? For it's something. Don't have any liability. But no liability. So we add it because this. So we are going to subtract this from this one. Yes. To give us net assets. Then net asset. So how is this financed? So we say it's financed by let's look at how it was financed. Capital, obviously. It was financed by capital. How did he start the business? It was financed by capital. How much? This. Then what? See, he brought this capital, but later he came to withdraw this from the capital. So we less what he withdraw. Less withdraw 70,000. Is that correct? So what it means is that it was this minus 70,000. It means this is what we have in the business as capital now. And we were also told that there is also a debenture. Debenture is a form of capital. So you add debenture. The name is 9% debenture. How much is it? 100,000. Are we following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is this one before this. So then this is the actual that was left inside. Okay. Then we add the venture. Then our next profit that we had, you add the net profit. Add the net profit. How much was the net profit? For 24342. Okay. So if what we did is correct, then this total should be equal to the net asset. If what we did is right, then this plus this should be equal to the net asset. But looking at it, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with what we did. So let's check and see if we can see the error. About 11,450. So let's check and see where the error is coming from. If only we can trace it. But in an examination, when you do it like this, don't waste your time that you are checking. Just leave it. It might be you pick something wrong somewhere. It will spare some mark though, but if you are spending time to check, it might give you a tough time or something. So apart from that, what it means is that this is the end of what they were asking us to do. We did the profit and loss account, and then we did the balance sheet. And that is it. That is all they are asking us to do. Just that We finish, but it has no balance. It hasn't balanced. This net asset should be the same as this one, the finance by. And if it is not, then it means there is something wrong somewhere. There's something wrong somewhere, and that should be looked for. Should be looked for. So I try to come here and see where that could be of a problem. Now I've seen it. I've just seen the problem. When you do this one, the difference between this and this is 11,440. Have you all seen it? So what this means is that our finance by is bigger by this figure to the actual money we are using in the company. What can be the issue? It means that there was an expense that we did not charge here. And so if you did it well, then this difference, when you come here to search, you will see that there is something we didn't touch. And that thing is here. This one, this can't allow. So when you come here, you see that we have no charge, this can't allow. You see? And this can't allow, we gave it out. So it's an expense. It's an expense. So we are supposed to charge it here. So when it happened that way, if you see it, you can just adjust this one. Because it's an Excel, I can easily just create a line and then put it inside. But in your case, what you have to do is you can just cancel this, or you cancel this figure, this word, and then leave the total. Then you come here and you say discount allow, and then you bring the figure, which is how much?
11,450.
It's 11,000. How much?
450.
450. Okay. So, it's supposed to come under this side. 11,000. In that case, this line will not be there. We will take off this line because we are adding something to it. I hope you are getting it. So now we will now this down to this figure, and it will give us this will be equal to this plus this plus this plus this. Total expense. So if we subtract the total expense from the total expense from the total revenue, which is this minus this, it will give us the net profit of this. So this becomes our net profit. Okay, see that. 12 something. See, first what we have is higher. So when you come to the balance sheet, the net profit you add here at the bottom net profit. This figure. First, this is what we had, and it was wrong. And now we had this 12. So soon as we change it, you see that the account has balance. See that this is the same as this. Then we set the account as balance. The net assets should be equal to this figure. Should be equal to this one, we call it capital employed. The capital employed for running the business. So you see that this is equal to this. It means it has balance. So, this is what we were expected to do. Is that okay? Any question? Any question about it? Abraham?
Yes, right.
No question, we are finished. We are done. If there's any question, please ask. If there's any question, please ask. If there's any question, ask.
Charlie.
So, if you go through, if you find any difficulty, you can ask questions anytime till the exam day.
All right, please.
So, sir, how many marks for tackling the two?
This is 20.
Oh, 20 for all these?
Only 20.
Wow.
20 is not only big.
20 is plenty.
Sir, please, how many objectives will be? 30.
What do you mean?
Pardon?
What is your objective? What do you mean?
Like question 1 with possible answers, A, B, C, D, then you choose one.
Recall is not possible answers. It's not possible answers. They are short notes. And they are not difficult at all.
Oh,
they are
okay.
things you can just remember.
Please, can you? Is it possible you share the last assignment we did in the class? You share the question with us so that we can go through.
Which one?
The one we did and you collected from us.
Check again.
Pardon?
I'll find it way back.
Okay.
If you have seen it, so when you are learning, you know what to learn. They are all in your notes.
Okay.
There's nothing from that question that is not in your notes. Is that not it?
Yeah, they are in our notes, please.
You agree with me?
They are in our notes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe one person can remember some, another person remember some.
Yeah, today I was trying to remember, but it wasn't coming.
The woman with the baby, the one who sat at the back the last time.
Yeah, Biona.
Is she there?
Yeah, she's connected.
Are you there?
Yes, please, I'm here.
I hope your baby have not taken the attention.
Sir, please come again.
I hope your child did not take your attention this evening.
A
It's
little bit, but I was
because
following.
it's because of the baby I'm going through this. So thank you very much.
Sir, please, I would like to ask, is this part of the compulsory?
This one and another one are there. Which one you like? Which
Okay,
another
sir.
one to feed it in class.
Sorry?
Okay.
Reverend. Reverend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rev.
Sit down. You can copy it again. Copy it
Okay.
again. You're looking at the question and then copy the solution again.
But please, do you have
Reverend,
the
can you go over the information you gave us concerning the examination in the beginning before proceeding?
Yeah.
But I've said it. They have recorded the class right now. So get the recording.
Okay.
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 So,
so Rev, this solution is it in the slide? The solution
You contact me with an egg that has been toasted. Thank you very much.
so please this solution is it
You are writing this paper Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Which Saturday?
Yes, please.
Which of the Saturday? I hope it's not the coming Saturday.
The first
This
one.
Is this
Coming
this
one.
coming
this
Saturday?
coming Saturday.
This very one.
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes, this is our first paper.
Yeah, okay.
yes, sir, we did that.
Yeah, right.
All right, all right.
The facilitator is supposed to be an example. Is that correct?
Yes,
True.
sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see how it goes. What time? What time are you writing?
8
8
a.m.
o'clock.
To
The morning.
11.
It's outside Accra, but I'll see how I do it now.
All right, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So if there's anything, you call.
Okay, sir.
Only you. Then you can. I'm sending this to Abraham.
Mhm.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Abraham, I'm sending you the Excel sheet. Share
Okay,
with your
right.
people. Please, has Abraham been sharing the things with you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
please.
At this point, if there is something that has not been shared with you, make sure you get it. Look
Okay,
at
sir.
the reconciliation that we did. And then the term you did, the trial balance that we did. Popolampo. Look at Popolampo too. All right.
All right, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Rev. Hello, Rev.
Yes.
Please, I want to ask a question. Like, is there a difference between the four fundamentals of accounting and then what again?
You have people who can help you. I want you to go and paint. I'm relocating my house in Tamale to a different house. I want you to. It's a 5 bedroom house.
Leave that
Come and paint it.
Please call me after the class. Okay.
All right, please.
Thank you.
You guys can do. I would have wished We do it
Somebody is
from
making money.
here to Tamale, or you fix the day. I'll be coming to Tamale. I'm in Accra. When I come, I will not be coming
5 bedroom.
fourth room because my dad is going to be ensconced as
Rev,
a chief.
thank you. And
Is that
God
not?
bless
Is
you
that
for the
not?
last time.
I want to be there. Like
Mhm.
yes, I don't know how many days you can use and finish
All
the
right.
house.
So
So, I believe in your word. I told you as we progress, I will always rely on you. It's just unfortunate that you don't have interest in the police.
Sadia,
I wanted to be with the police, but you don't
Yes.
like police.
I think the sound is from your side. Okay, so family, we are done now. So I think I wish all of us all the best. Let's try and go through. Once the recorded version is posted on YouTube, I'll try and get a link for us to go through once again. And I would like us to do maybe a group discussion, starting from maybe Thursday. Yes, tomorrow is Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, we'll try and do some group discussion before the paper. Not necessarily going through the calculation aspect, but we can go through the slides and all that. Okay. So yeah, I think that will help. So what I am doing personally is that the papers that we are writing this coming Saturday and Sunday, those are the things that I'm learning. Okay. Then the other three that we'll be writing after this coming weekend, I'll start learning them the following week, so that I'll not have too many things on my mind. Okay, so let's focus on the first four this week, and then next week we focus on the rest of the three subjects that we'll be writing. Okay, so thank you very much, and then have a nice evening. If you have anything you want to say, you can post this on the page and then we'll talk about it. Okay, thank you.
All right,
I,
Rev, thanks.
you know what, Rev?
Yeah,
Rev,
yeah.
I wanted to ask the lecturer whether the solution that he did with us in the slide, since he was not getting it, he didn't hear. So I don't know the solution he
Yes, we
did.
have gotten it.
Which
He's done
solution?
what? Oh, I'm talking about the
Later,
answers to the.
What we just did.
Yes.
the answer was provided later.
Yeah, so what we'll do is that just master the chart. Take the chart, look at the question, just read it, master it. If you can take picture with your eyes when you enter the exam hall, you project it. So
Yeah.
I think, yeah, hello.
I thought he said he's going to send it to you now.
He
Yeah,
has sent.
he has sent it. Let me see here. So I'm forwarding it to the page right away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Josephine, I didn't hear your voice.
How would you hear her voice?
Because you were talking.
Hey,
How would you hear her voice? With this kind of plenty calculations.
I swear.
it's busting the brain. And when you look at the timetable, the venues, you realize that we'll be in the same lecture hall with other courses. So you may end up sitting beside somebody that you don't know, but they are writing a different subject, not the
See?
same. Yeah. Other courses are doing accounting, but it is not financial accounting that they are doing. I think they are doing business accounting.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Because one of the course rep was telling me that they are also doing accounting, but business accounting, and it's a different lecturer that is taking them through here.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. So, but I want to encourage all of us. We should not be afraid of accounting. Then it will come and affect all the other subjects. Okay, so we are going to write, and we're all going to pass. Okay, so just read the slides. do the chart. The chart, just make sure you get your read through, read through, and drafts like you what you can draft. Just draft what you can draft. At the end of the day, you will get some mark. Even if you don't get all the 20 marks, you will get something. Okay. So I know you guys are very, very good. We are all best students.
You'll be bragging us, and you'll be bragging.
Yeah. I'm waiting. Where is Sadia? Sadia is offline. Sadia is like she liked this one. Oh, she liked the accounting, but
I see.
I see.
That's
all right. So I think that's all for today.
sure.
Sure.
Mr. Bedu, when are you taking us through the mass?
Well, right now, looking at how tight things are. Today is Tuesday. We have
Yeah.
Wednesday. I don't know.
Thinking about it.
Is it business administration you're talking about?
Yes.
Business administration.
Yes, we've covered a lot. It's plenty, plenty.
I
Please,
think
the accounting person will solve now.
let's go offline and come to the Zoom link. Somebody is using it, so let's go off. I'll connect us on the WhatsApp so that we can talk small.
Okay.